Congratulations, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
You know, in a new campaign, and now you're part of the family. How you feel?
Oh,
There you are, right there. There I am.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, for me, I started out modeling when I was younger, so it's nice to transition into acting and then come back to the modeling, especially for Calvin Klein, who I grew up, you know, wearing their underwear, their clothes, and then being able to be a model for their campaign.
It's a cool thing.
It's really cool. Yeah, I mean, you've done 3.
You know, it's interesting now that Calvin Klein is still keeping actors out there in the modeling world, which is fascinating to me, because back in the day, you know, you're a model, and then if you became an actor, you were an actor. You couldn't really transition, especially for guys, you know. But I'm glad that they're still doing it with you.
Me too. I remember in New York, I'd go out on castings for Calvin, and it's like, God, I get so close. You know, it's a good secret. Become an actor, and then you get a little boost with the modeling.
When they called you and said, you know, you're going to be the new guy.
Well, it's one of those things where you just, you know, you don't get excited until you're actually doing the shoot. I mean, I've never really counted my chickens before they're hatched, and it was just really fun. And doing an underwear campaign, which I've never done, you're just walking around like around the stage with tons of people there, tons of, you know, the photographer, makeup artist, like a group of 50 people trying to make sure the shoot goes right, and you're walking around in your underwear.
When I got called to go to New York, I flew to New York to meet Calvin, and I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. And then he called me in. I went in his office, and we sat down, and he mentioned that maybe there's a possibility of doing a campaign, but I had to try the underwear first. So he said, do you mind trying them on for me? And I was like, you know, I don't care. I'm like, whatever. I'll put him on right now, and hopefully he'll say yes, and then we'll start working together. So, did you have to do anything like that?
They sent me some underwear, and I had to try them on. And it's funny because I don't really wear the thongs or any of the scandalous ones. I'm a boxer brief guy, and the long ones.
Yes.
But yeah, it was quite interesting sending pictures there, and it got me the job, which is nice. So yeah, love me some Calvins.
Did you get some free underwear? Because I still have a lot. Did you get a lot of them?
Thank God. Especially the new brands. They kind of, I play a lot of sports. I snowboard a lot. And it's nice to have something that's really tight and form-fitting.
Yes.
Especially when you're snowboarding. It keeps the heat in, and they're comfy. So X is amazing.
They are the best underwear in the world, no questions. And they're the most comfortable. And they keep getting better and better. And, you know, I sleep in my Calvins. Do you?
I sleep in the buff. I have to say that.
One of those.
I'm free to the world.
Okay. How many hours did you spend on the shoot when you were doing the photo shoot?
It was a big campaign. You know, we had to do commercials and the photo shoots, and we did about 5 different underwears, wearing on the underwear, and a bunch of different looks. So it was a full 16-hour day. And,
isn't it fun? Like, people calling you, say, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing a Calvin Klein campaign right now.
Well, it's interesting because, like, the Twilight fans, they get to see Rob topless, and then Taylor.
They must love that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny doing conventions where you get to meet the fans, and they're always like, are you going to be topless in Eclipse, the new movie coming out? And it's like, you got to wait and see.
From this point on, you're going to be called a sex symbol. Just get ready for that. So is it, you have a girlfriend? What is she thinking about this? Are you single, dating, what?
Well, my girlfriend is my dog, I guess. She is the love of my life, and I pray she loves me when she's not biting me. But, yeah, it's the whole sex symbol thing. It's funny when a lot of people say that in interviews, and you don't see it.
But what you're going to get right now is you're going to get a lot of proposals from people. They're going to send you letters. They're going to get to you somewhere or another, and you're going to have to respond to that because they're going to want to have a piece of you.
Well, it's going to be so weird, and I'm sure you go through this all the time, where they are bringing you pictures of you pretty much naked wearing underwear for you to sign. Yeah. Or for you to, you know.
The next Twilight premiere you're going to go to, you're going to have to sign a lot of these. Okay, be ready for that.
Yeah, that's going to be.
But that's all good.
It'll be fun.
So who do you think is going to give you the hardest time from the Twilight movies? I mean, the cast.
You know, Peter Facinelli, he plays my father, Dr. Carlisle. You know, I really look up to him, but I hung out with him last night, and he was busting my chops about how he has to get a picture with me, and he wants to take a picture of
boxers or briefs.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's gonna be. He's gonna haze me a lot, I'm sure.
You're gonna get a lot of jokes, but it's all good.
Yeah, yeah.